In compliance with Chapter 231 of the Open Public Meeting Act of the State of New Jersey, adequate notice having been given to all members of the governing body, the local source, and the Westfield Leader, the two newspapers designated to receive such notice. This notice is also posted on the Borough Hall Bulletin Board. But let's all stand for an invocation by Councilman Mortimer, please.
Dear Lord, please look over our town, especially our uniformed personnel that keep us safe. Bless our town and bless us today so that we make decisions that benefit our town. Amen.
Amen. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Martha, roll call, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Here.
Councilman Zierkes?
Here.
Councilwoman Fitzpatrick?
Here.
Councilman Messler?
Here.
Councilman Mortimer?
Here.
Councilman Turner?
Here.
Okay, first we have the approval of the regular and executive session meetings for April the 17th, 2018.
So moved.
We have a
Second.
motion, we have a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Zierkes?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fitzpatrick?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have the work and executive session meeting minutes for May 1st, 2018.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Zierkes?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fitzpatrick?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Tonight, we have a number of proclamations. The first one is a proclamation for the Rescue Squad, very deserving proclamation. This is they're now celebrating their 80th year, which is fantastic. I think it's got to be one of the longest existing rescue squads in the state at 80 years, so I want to personally congratulate and condemn them. But I'd like to read the resolution now.
Maybe commend?
Commend.
Them? No, did I say that? Commend. Sorry about that. I'm glad somebody's paying attention tonight. And let me say that again, let me commend the rescue squad for the services that they provide. And we all know they provided them to me firsthand, so I always appreciate that. Whereas established in 1938, the Mountainside Rescue Squad celebrates its 80th year. Whereas the Rescue Squad is an independent, non-profit organization staffed by volunteers who we really appreciate, who are dedicated to providing emergency services and safety training to Mountainside and the surrounding communities. Whereas throughout the years, these trained volunteers have contributed hundreds of hours of service, I would probably say thousands and thousands of hours of service to the health and safety of the residents of the Borough of Mountainside. Whereas the Borough of Mountainside would like to offer special recognition to the members of the Mountainside Rescue Squad and urge the residents to recognize the endeavors made by our volunteers to enhance the quality of life for our community. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Mountainside, County of Union, State of New Jersey, do hereby publicly express congratulations, gratitude, and thanks to the members of the Mountainside Rescue Squad for their continued dedication to the residents of the Borough of Mountainside. Be it further resolved that I, Paul N. Mirabelli, Mayor of the Borough of Mountainside, do hereby proclaim May 20th through May 26, 2018 as Emergency Medical Services Week in Mountainside in recognition of all those dedicated individuals engaged in emergency services and express the heartfelt appreciation of the community. We have a proclamation. Somebody needs to make a motion for the proclamation. So moved. And we have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So proclaimed. Like the-
Thank all of you. We really couldn't do this with a lot of other people, that you have a town of young people that are very good at stepping up to the plate. We have somebody who is now our captain, who started when he was 16. He brought along his friends, and we have a very strong rescue squad because we have young people who are willing to come and use their time and learn and try to help the community. So it is a good thing. We're lucky to have a town that has these good young people in it to do and help us with this work. And then you have Steve, who has actually been a member of the Mountainside Rescue Squad since he was about 16. In his 35 years, he's been at the rescue squad.
Thank you.
Next, we have another proclamation for a very deserving citizen of Mountainside, Reverend Kristen R. Belder. I'd like to read that.
Christopher.
Oh, man, I'm not doing well tonight. Christopher R. Belden. Did I get Belden right at least? Okay. Whereas Reverend Christopher R. Belden, pastor of the Community Presbyterian Church of Mountainside, has announced his retirement. Whereas Dr. Belden served as pastor of Christ United Presbyterian Church before coming to Mountainside in 1986. Whereas Dr. Belden has understood society's changing needs, participated in interdenominational and interfaith coalition groups addressing homelessness, hunger, and the plight of refugees. Whereas Dr. Belden has supported the church's mission of service to the community and the use of the church as a meeting place for a large variety of diverse organizations. Whereas in addition to his pastoral ministry, Dr. Belden served on the boards of Children's Specialized Hospital, the Mountainside Education Foundation, the Library Board of Directors, and the Watts Foundation. Be it resolved that the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Mountainside congratulate Reverend Kristen R. Belden on his retirement after 32 years. Now therefore, be it proclaimed that the Borough of Mountainside hereby recognizes and commends Dr. Belden for his contributions to the Community Presbyterian Church and the Mountainside community. We have a proclamation. Do we have a motion for that?
So moved.
We have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So proclaimed.
Of course, 20 minutes, certainly. As the rescue squad said, it's never one person who makes things happen. Some of you are old enough to remember that when the Community Presbyterian Church first started, they said this is a community church. And when they invited me to be their shepherd, they said, this is a community church. Your job is to love all the Presbyterians and all the other people in the community. So it's been my challenge and my pleasure and my honor to be able to lead the folks for the second 30 years of their existence, and I give thanks for that. I give thanks for all of you, because I've worked with so many of you in so many different ways, on all these different boards, on the rescue squad, and well, thank you so very much. For me, it's a big change. For the church, it's a somewhat big change, but we remember, while it's a big chapter for us, it's only one chapter in a much, much larger story of God's graciousness and continuing ministry here and among all of us. So thank you very much.
Thank you. We do have one other proclamation tonight. It's a proclamation for 3 Girl Scouts who have achieved a bronze award. So I'd like to read that proclamation. Whereas the Girl Scouts Bronze Award is the highest national award at the junior Girl Scout level, it is an award that demonstrates that the Girl Scouts fully understood the goals and values of Girl Scouting. Whereas it requires that she complete a journey along a take action project related to the Journey program. Once these prerequisites are completed, the girls must plan, develop, and complete a project that must be carried out over at least 20 hours. The project should show the leadership skills that the girls have learned as a junior Girl Scout and her commitment to her community and herself. Whereas each girl's achievement is commendable and a great start in preparing herself for future awards such as the Cadet Silver Award and the prestigious Girl Scout Gold Award. Whereas the Scouts project was making recess more fun at Holy Trinity Church, they deserve a plan, they devised a plan to replenish the recess equipment and introduce new arts and crafts. They organized an online sign-up of donations, spread the word out through announcements, and visit and made presentations to younger classrooms. They also created a booklet containing the recess rules as well as ideas of other games that could be played at recess with little or no equipment. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Mountainside, recognizes their achievements and congratulates the following Girl Scouts on this great accomplishment: Maria Dolores Drake, Esma Lee McLaughlin, and Lourdes Katarina Shooter. We have a proclamation. We have a motion for it, please.
So moved.
We have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So proclaimed. This will be presented to them at their award ceremony, which is coming up. I think it's next week. Yes. Okay. All right. So that's it for our proclamations. At this point, anyone that would not like to stay and participate in the rest of our meeting, we will not be offended. It's Ordinance 1266-2018. Glenn?
An ordinance to establish the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank as allowed by law under NJSA 40A:4-45.14.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
This is a second reading, so it's open for a public hearing right now.
Seeing no public participation, I move that section be closed.
All in favor of closing the public section, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, so closed. Poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fitch-Kackamo?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Farrell?
Yes.
Next, we have our budget hearing. I'd like to start by just giving a summary of the increases and decreases. The operating budget went up by $3,000. The snow budget it went up by $90,000. We've also depleted whatever reserve we had for the snow budget. We had an increase with Warway Valley, that was $50,000. We had legal and auditing went up $54,000. We also increased contribution to the fire department of $10,000. The pension for public employees went up $15,376. The increase for the pension to the police went up $72,200. There was an increase in Social Security payments of $10,000. There is increase in salary for the police department as well as the non-union employees. That was $132,900. We had an increase in capital items of $92,500. We had a capital pay down on a bond anticipation note of $350. Tax appeals increased by $52,000, and insurance, health, and other went up $59,500. The operating budget increase was $418,790. We did have some good news. Our revenues that we increased our surplus $420,057.40. The uniform fire, safety, and cable TV franchise increases was $9,948.60. The capital surplus usage decreased by $21,116. And then we also had an increase in the receipt for delinquent taxes. That was $50,000. So the total increase in the anticipated revenues was $358,790, which means that the overall budget will be increased by $60,000 compared to last year was $167,842. For the average assessed home in Mountainside, which is $163,735, that means an increase of $19.22 for the municipal portion of the taxes. I am also told by Jill Good that the county taxes are actually going down this year by $29.75. So there's also some good news there. So at this point, I'm going to open the hearing up to the public to ask any questions about the budget.
Seeing no public participation regarding this ordinance, I move
No,
that.
the budget,
Oh, what'd I say?
the ordinance.
Ordinance.
We're watching each
I'm
other
sitting
tonight.
next to you too much.
I know.
Make a motion to close that session.
Public hearing. All in favor of closing the public hearing?
Aye.
Now, isn't there a ordinance later where we pass the budget? Okay, it's coming up. Okay. All right, so next we're going to have Resolution 68-2018.
Thank you. Due to the additional expenses incurred from the 5 nor'easter storms experienced within the borough, this resolution approves an amendment to the 2018 budget increasing snow storm removal by $30,000 and increasing the surplus by $30,000.
Second.
So we have a motion, we have a second. Poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Burgess?
Yes.
Councilwoman French Cackamo?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilman Watermer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have the 2018 budget adoption resolution. It's 69-2018. This resolution approves the 2018 budget for the Borough of Mountainside and appropriates funds in the amount of $8,775,292.92 for municipal purposes in the Borough of Mountainside. Could I get a motion for adoption of the budget, please?
Moved.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Burgess?
Yes.
Councilwoman French Cackamo?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilman Watermer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Okay, next we have Resolution 70-2018. Renee?
This resolution of the Borough Council of the Borough of Mountainside in the County of Union, New Jersey, conventing to comply with the provisions of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 as amended applicable to the exclusions from the gross income for federal income tax purposes of the interest on obligations issued by the Borough of Mountainside, authorizing the mayor, borough clerk, chief financial officer, and other borough officials to take such action as they may deem necessary or advisable to the effect such compliance, and designating a $5,380,750 bond anticipation note dated May 1st, 2018, and payable May 1st, 2019, as a qualified tax-exempt obligation pursuant to Section 265B3 of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 as amended.
Okay, that was a mouthful.
Yes.
We have a motion, we have a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Burgess?
Yes.
Councilwoman French Cackamo?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilman Watermer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 71-2018. Bob?
Yes, this resolution will authorize the Borough Clerk, Martha Lopez, to advertise for a bid of new snow and ice removal contract as required by the Public Works Director, Ronald Romack.
Second.
So moved.
We have a motion, we have a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fitch Campbell?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilman Waterman?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Okay, next we have a Resolution 72-2018. Keith?
Resolution 72-2018, as approved by the Recreation Director Frank Masella. This resolution approved a refund to resident at 307 Garrett Road in the amount of $60 for the cancellation of a multi-sport program. So moved.
Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fitch Campbell?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilman Waterman?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Okay, next we have Ordinance 2067-2018. It's a second reading, so there will be public input. Wendy?
An ordinance to appropriate the sum of $240,000 for the resurfacing of Partridge Run, Section 2. This is a DOT grant-funded project.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a second. Any public participation?
Seeing no public participation, I move that public input be closed.
Everyone in favor of closing the public session, say aye.
Aye.
So closed. Poll the council, please.
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fitch Campbell?
Yes.
Councilman Waterman?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
That's it? Okay. Bills and claims, please.
Be it resolved by the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside that the following bills of the persons named and for the amounts stated below have been duly audited and found to be correct this 15th day of May, 2018. The same be paid after council's review if and when funds are available, that the mayor, council president, administrator, and treasurer are hereby authorized and directed to sign and deliver warrants for same. Total $262,210.42.
Okay, we have a motion to
Second.
pay the bills. We have a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fitch Campbell?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilman Waterman?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Okay, we have any council comments?
Mayor, just to clarify that the snow removal contract is going out for bid, so if anybody has the equipment that is listed, should go to Ron Romack and Public Works and get a list of equipment necessary, and they can bid on the snow removal contract.
I was down at the county, I guess it was about 10 days ago, and I picked up, I picked up one check, and Board of Ed picked up the other one. We got one grant for $50,000. That was an infrastructure grant. Here officially is the check. I can't cash it, but it represents the grant. Also, the Board of Education, we received the grant for $25,470. This was for the Level the Playing Field grant, which we applied for it for the benefit of the Board of Education. The assistant superintendent was there to pick up the check, and she wouldn't let go of it, so I let her take it back to the Board of Ed. So, so that's the only public comments that I have. Any audience participation? Okay, then you do? Okay, we need Martha.
Hi, Genevieve Cooper, 125 Knightsbridge. I just wanted to get an update or see if you could comment on the road traffic survey that you had said was in progress.
They're working on it. It should be completed in
Was it
time.
awarded?
Yes, it was
Okay.
awarded. Yes, it was awarded. We're hoping it'll be completed in time for when the Barnes Track project is introduced. That's what we're shooting for.
Do you have a timeline of when that is going to be introduced?
We do not, it's coming though, I promise you. They're running into some, I believe, issues with the sewer.
The developer is?
Yeah, with the sewer connections and that kind of stuff, with the plans that they have to submit. They're also going to be improving the water main on Mountain Avenue, which also affects their project. But, they're on track to get it going soon.
Do you know if there's been any feedback about the survey or the information from the county about the survey that they were doing for the wetlands that were in the county park?
All I know is that that's one of the other things that they have to wait is completed. But as it stands right now, they pretty much know where the wetlands delineation is, and there was never any intent to build in that area or the buffer that's required by the DEP. So that's.
So
all
why
that-
did they issue the clarification for that?
It's just a normal process when you have a new development like this.
Okay, and then when the site master plan is developed or submitted, is that going to go to the planning board first or to the?
No, it goes to the planning board.
Okay, so then that will be brought up at the planning meeting and not at a council
Brought up
meeting.
at the planning meeting, all neighbors within 200 feet will get notice, so I'm sure you'll get notice. Okay, we're going to need a motion to go into executive session, whereas the Open Public Meeting Act of the State of New Jersey permits the public to be excluded from certain matters to be discussed by the governing body, and whereas the mayor and council desire to discuss litigation, contracts, and personnel, which are matters where the exclusion of the public is permitted, whereas public disclosure of the results of this discussion will be made as soon as the matters discussed have been resolved by the governing body of the Borough of Mountainside. Now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside that the aforesaid matters shall be discussed in closed session upon adoption of this resolution. We have a motion to go into exec.
So moved. Second.
Okay, second, we're going into exec.